Hello children, welcome to online class. I hope you are safe and good. Children, now it's time to learn standard 8th English. So in this session we'll be learning how to write notice writing, letter writing and hints development, which is very important topic. Okay children, shall we start the session? Okay. So what is notice writing? How to write notice? Let us discuss in this session. Notice writing. What is a notice? A notice is a written or printed announcement. They are put up on display boards in schools or public places. Actually, that is the notice, is it? You might have seen the notice in our notice board, is it? So we have posted the notice of exhibition regarding the tour, and then you will give your names for all those things. So that is what is the notice. Okay, so we will learn how to write that notice in this session. Okay children, so what is a notice? A notice is a written or printed announcement. They are put on the display boards in schools or at public places. Why do we need? It is written in order to inform a large number of people about something that has happened or is about to happen. It could be just a piece of information to be delivered to the targeted audience. Actually children, it is a small information, it is a piece of information that is delivered to the many number of peoples. Okay, so it is written, it is given in order to inform large number of people about something that has happened or is about to happen. Okay, so how it could be? It could be a competition, an excursion trip, a lost and found notice, an inauguration to take place, an exhibition, a blood donation camp, or any event or information issued in public interest. So regarding these things you will get the notice. Okay, so which will be displayed in boards, in school board or at the public places. Okay, how should be the language? Notices are factual and to the point. What is the meaning of factual? Actually children, factual is nothing but it should be on to the based. So what you are telling about, it must be up to that. Okay, so notices are factual and to the point. The language should be simple and formal, not flowery. They are put up on the display boards in schools or at public places. It is generally written in a formal tone. Personal pronoun shouldn't be used. So what pronoun we are not supposed to use the personal pronoun over there. Okay children, so now let me put a question over there. What is personal pronoun? Yes, what is a personal pronoun? A personal pronoun replaces a noun or nouns in a sentence. There are two kinds of personal pronoun. They are subject and object. Okay, so let us first focus on what is subject pronoun. I, you, he, she, it, we, they are all subject pronoun. Usually comes at the beginning of the sentence and does the action in the sentence. See, for example, Abhi bakes a carrot cake. So we all know that Abhi is a noun and specifically it is a proper noun. Okay, so it can be replaced with the personal pronoun. What I can do, since she is a girl, I can replace it with the she. So she bakes a carrot cake. Okay children, so next let me explain you what is object pronoun. And okay, I would give you one more example also. Chimmy and I walked to school together. So since Chimmy and I are the noun, I can use the personal pronoun over there, we. So we walked to school together. Okay, so here the subject pronoun, it does the action. Okay, action in this sentence which comes at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so now let us discuss what is object pronoun. Okay, so an object pronoun is the receiver of the action. And what are the object pronoun we have? Me, you, him, her, it, us, them. So what all the subject pronoun we have? subject pronouns or I, you, he, she, it, we, they, which comes at the beginning of the sentence. Me, you, him, her, it, as, them. This is all the object pronoun which is the receiver of the action. Okay. So for example, see here, Ritika gave Priya a balloon. So I can write in the object. So here the object is Priya and I can use Ritika gave her a balloon. Since Priya is a girl, I am going to use the pronoun over there is her. If it is boy name, for example, Ajay, Ritika gave Ajay a balloon, I can use him. Ritika gave him a balloon. Okay, children, so that is what is the personal pronoun. So I hope you have understood how to write the notice writing. Okay. So now let us see what all the things should be there in the notice writing. I have told you strictly that we are not supposed to use the personal pronoun over there. Okay. So what should it contain? So personal pronoun must not be used. Then what it must contain? Okay. So it must have the name of the issuing agent. That is, if it is the notice from the college or from the school, you have to write what is the name of the school or name of the college. Date of issue, okay, or release of the notice. Then title, subject of the event, about what it is. Then body of the notice, that is date, time, duration, place and venue, which is very, very important. Whenever you write the notice writing, date, timing, duration, place and venue, that is when and where these things are going to happen, that you must mention over there. Then authorized signature, name and signature, contact detail, you can do it. See, they have given you an example for you. Sharmila is the in charge of the cultural committee of Government Higher Secondary School, Tirthani. She has been asked to notify the students of the school about the inter-school singing competition. Write a notice with the relevant detail. See, nicely they have given. For first thing is you have to write the name of the school. So what is the name of the school? They have given you in the question itself, Government Higher Secondary School, Tirthani. So what is this about? This is about the notice. Then so we are supposed to write the date over there. Okay, then about, so what is this title of it? So this is regarding the inter-school singing competition. Okay, next, the school is hosting the inter-school singing competition for classes 6 to 12 on November 14th at school auditorium. So clearly they have given you the time, date and venue over there, which is very important, as I have told you. Okay, so all the talented students with gifted voice may appear for the audition to be conducted in the presence of famous singer on November 5th at 9 p.m. Timing is also mentioned over there. For further details, contact the undersigned, that is the name of the secretary, that is Sharmila, secretary cultural in charge. Okay, children, so I hope you have understood how to write the notice writing. Very important thing, children, we are not supposed to use personal pronoun, and I have explained you what is personal pronoun. So what it should contain, what all things must be there in the notice. So name of the issuing agent, date of issue, title, subject of the event, then date, time, duration, place and venue, then authorize the signature. So this is all is very important, which must be there in the notice writing. So the first example, see here, first exercise, your school is going to organize an inter-school dance competition. Write a notice for your school notice board inviting all the interested students. So for this notice, you can do it in your homework notebook. Okay, children? Yes. So next let us discuss about the letter writing. Children, now let us learn how to write letter writing. Already we have seen this in standard 8. Now once again we'll have reference to it. Okay, what is letter, children? Letter is the written message conveyed from one person to another person. Is it? The main communication is done in written format. That is what is the letter. Letter is written in the written format from one person to another person. Okay. This letter is divided into two types, that is formal letter and informal letter. I'll tell you how to write the formal letter and how to write informal letter. Shall we get started, children? Formal letter writing. Okay, children? Children, before writing what is formal letter, we must know what is formal letter, is it? Okay. A formal letter is an official letter. It should be written in a formal language and follows a certain stipulated format. Use of colloquial words, abbreviations, and slang language should be restricted while writing a formal letter. It must be precise and to the point. Such letters are written for official purposes to authorities, dignitaries, seniors, etc., and not to the personal contact friends or family. Children, formal letter must be to the point. You are not supposed to use your abbreviations, colloquial words, and slang language. So you know that we are supposed to write formal letter to our senior authorities and dignitaries, and the formal letter is not for our personal contact friends and families. Okay, now let us see the format of formal letter. Before that, let's see the types of formal letter. Let's see the types of formal letter. Editorial letter, letter to the principal, letter to the police commissioner, letter for apology, request letter, complaint letter, inquiry letter. These are the types of formal letter. Okay, let's see the format of formal letter. So let's see the format of formal letter. First, you will be writing sender's address, that is your address, writer's address. Okay, so follow to that, you will be writing date. So you will be writing date as 14th August. Okay, whatever date may be, but you should not use your numerical words there. Okay, next is you will be writing receiver's address. Yes, so to whom you are sending, that address you will be writing there. Okay, with the designation of the receiver. Then next is the salutation. So that is, salutation is nothing but sir or madam. You can use respected sir or madam. So follow to that is the subject. Subject is very important, children, which carries mark. Then you can write the content of the letter. So that content of the letter is further divides into 3 types. So first one is the introduction. So you will be giving your introduction. Follow to that is the body of the letter, main passage of the letter. Then it's the conclusion. Finally is the conclusion. So what is your opinion, what you are about to say? So you will conclude saying that. Okay, then finally you can close by giving complimentary words like thanking you and using yours truly or yours obediently or yours sincerely. So this is the format for writing formal letter. Children, I hope you have understood now. Okay, children, now let us see what is informal letter writing and how to write informal letter. Let's get started, children. First, let us see what is an informal letter. So now let us see what is an informal letter. An informal letter is a letter written to our friends or family members, that is to our relatives and friends. Since they are written to close relations, the letter have an informal and personal tone. Casual language is used while writing informal letter, but this will not happen in the case of formal letter. And sometimes the letter may even have an emotional undertone. Okay, children, so let's see the format of informal letter. Format of informal letter. So first you will be writing sender's address, followed to that date. Children, you will be writing the date, that is if suppose today's date is the 7th November. I will be writing 7th November 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 2020, not a 7/11, that is 11/11/2020. You are not supposed to use the numerical words here. You will be writing in the alphabet way, that is 7th November 2020. Then followed by salutation, dear, to whom you are writing, uncle, aunt, friend, whatever it may be. Then with the content of the letter, so the content has got 3 parts: introduction, body of the letter, it's nothing but the main passage of the letter. Then it's a conclusion. Then finally it's the conclusion. Then subscription, you close the letter by writing yours lovingly, yours faithfully, otherwise your loving son, your loving daughter. It's up to your wish. So this is the format of writing, letter writing. Children, I hope you have understood how to. Children, now we are going to see how to develop hints. So hints development we are going to see. This is also very important topic. You will be getting till 10th standard. Okay, so let's see how to develop hints. Developing hints. Developing hints is a developing the phrases into full sentence. So you will be developing the phrases into full sentence and not merely filling up dashes. Okay, not filling the dashes with in, at, on and all. You will be developing the phrases into full sentence. I'll tell you how to do that with the examples. Okay. Let us see, children, how to make hints development. So what are the points to remember to make hints development? Your first point is read the passage twice or thrice carefully. You will read the passage 2 or 3 times carefully. Understand the passage well. Jot down the points. So you will write quickly what are the points there. Then, if the events in the passage are in present tense, write the story in the past tense. If the event in the passage is given in the present tense, you will be writing that in the past tense in the passage. Okay. Then, arrange the matter in 2 or 3 paragraphs. You can give 2 or 3 paragraphs. Then give a suitable title, which is very important. So you will be giving suitable title for the passage, for the hints development what you are writing. Okay. So now let us see the example. Develop the following hints into readable passage and give a suitable title. A rich farmer, lot of land, cattle and servants, 2 sons, happy life. After some year, younger son, unhappy, asked for a share of the property, wouldn't listen to father's advice, got his share, sold them all, went away to another country, fell into bad ways, soon all money gone, poor, no one come to help him, understood his mistake. So this is the hints which is given in the passage. Now you are going to develop these hints into passage. Okay. Okay. The topic which I have given here is the disobedient son. The disobedient son. So let's read the passage. Once there was a rich farmer in a village. He had a lot of land, cattle, many servants. He had 2 sons. He led a happy life with them. After some years, the younger son became unhappy. He asked his father for his share of the property. His father advised him not to demand like that, but he would not listen to his father's advice. He got his share and sold them. He had a huge amount with him. With this amount, he traveled to a distant country. He had bad company there and fell into evil ways. All the money was gone. He became poor and no one helped him. Then he understood his mistake and returned to his country. His father and brother took him into their fold and supported him forever. We should obey our parents. Children, it is very necessary that you will be giving the moral of the story. What is the moral of the story? In the last line you will write. Okay, children, I hope you have understood how to develop hints. Yes, children, I hope you have understood what is letter writing and what are the types of letter writing. We have 2 types of letter writing, that is formal letter and informal letter, and you have understood how to write the formal letter, to whom to write the formal letter, and what is informal letter and to whom to write informal letter. Okay, so here is the task for you. The homework is, the task is, see, using the given letter as a model, write a complaining letter on any one of the topic given below. So this is formal letter. Okay, so I have given you 3 topics here. First one is to the police commissioner about the noise caused by the loudspeaker in the music shop near your school. Second, to the postmaster general on non-receipt of a book parcel. Third, to the transport manager TNSTC on non-stopping of buses near your school bus stop. So three letters are given to you. You can use any one letter in your composition notebook. So you will write any one letter in your composition notebook. This is formal. So next is regarding informal. So using the given informal letter as a model, write a letter on any one of the topic given below. First one is write a letter to your father asking permission to go on educational tour. Write a letter to your friend about your summer holidays. Write a letter to your sister advising her to take part in cultural program in school annual day celebration. So three letters is given in the informal letter. You can write any one letter in your composition notebook. Okay, so you have understood how to write formal and informal. So you can use your composition notebook to write one formal letter and one informal letter. Okay. Okay children, next is the hints development. I hope you have understood what is hints development and what are the points to remember hints development. So what are the points to remember hints development? Read the hints twice or thrice carefully. I have told you several times, when you receive the question paper, whatever question it is, read that question twice or thrice. Okay, so here you will read the hints twice or thrice carefully. Understand the passage well. Be careful to connect as naturally as possible the various points given in the text. Arrange the matter in 2 or 3 paragraphs. Give a suitable title. If it is given in the present tense, you will write the passage in the past tense. You will use only the words of past tense there. Okay, so see here they have I too have given you an example, and I have taught you how to write that in passage. And see here they have given the hints. Develop the following hints. So 3 is given to you, is it? In the page number 46, 3 questions of hints is given to you. You can use any one to write in the composition notebook. In your composition notebook, you will write as exercise number 3. Exercise number 1 will be the formal letter. Exercise number 2 will be the informal letter. And exercise number 3 is the hints development. And you can write this question, develop the following hints. You can write any one, either the tortoise or Akbar Birbal story, otherwise the woodcutter story. So after writing it, and you will develop the hints by yourself. After completing this 3 exercise, you can submit the composition notebook at office room. Thank you children. Be safe at home. Meet you again.